Nyahao, good afternoon. Or I might be good evening at this point. But hello and happy 6th anniversary for Arknights! Woo! Hope we got Hoshi Alter and Haruka into healing supporter. And all I know, because I didn't really look too much into what this event was about, all I know is that we're playing pinball. So let's see what's up. Get to watch this. These animations are always crazy. Nice, she shaved the TV. Ooh. Wait, that's a really good blend of 2D, 3D. Hoshi is so cool. Wow, actual lyrics on screen! Whoa, puppeteer! Some necromancy shit going on? Channeling her inner Haruka and Oni. The glow up is real. National level idol suspected to be missing. Oh, that's really pretty. That's a real nice BGM here too. Let's check the medal set here. Standard. 175,000 treasure pouches. Activate Fate Striker 20 times. Complete all stages, the standard. 30 inactive stress relief helpers using certain fates. I'll find out what those are later. But it doesn't seem like they're too difficult. And then we have this. And Masakiri. Yeah, I don't think any of these have any specific ties either. Yeah, I don't see any stage-specific missions, so I guess I won't worry about it. But like most events, I'm going to read through the introduction and then just the summaries of each stage, just so that I can get through the gameplay. And I'll read the story for myself later. No, Madam Oni, I can't let you go any further! I have to kill that man. The Oyabun told me himself, I can't let you in any closer. There is no time. Out of my way, Jiro. Last warning. Madam Oni! Even you're getting in my way now, Jiro. I know I can't. I just want one last drink with you, okay? I'm not trying to buy time. Just one drink. When we're done, we can get back to killing each other. The Yakuza pulls out a bottle of sake and pours 2 cups, while the woman known as Madame Oni silently watches on. Hang on. Could use some chapstick. I am dry. Drink already. Madame Oni lifts her head, the sake falling straight into her belly. But rather than a gentle warmth, a raging fire burns in her like a twisted knife. Jiro, you... I've got to protect him. He might be your enemy, but he's always been good to me. If he dies here, he's only going to be my benefactor. If he lives, he'll become the benefactor of all Mizuke. Sorry, Madame Oni. The pain in her belly becomes a raging inferno that churns together with the fury in her mind bursting its way out of her chest. Unlike the chivalrous Yakuza who walked against the flow, who knew right from wrong, and believed in the justice she had always upheld, now she has devolved into a vicious Oni, one who knows nothing but slaughter. The Hanya in her hands can no longer be controlled by the great wisdom in scripture it is named for. All that is left is a frenzied fury that burns hotter than the face of Hanya, uncaring form of friendships. God. Sometimes I hate that Apple has the bar there. I can't read the bottom line, or at least it makes it really hard to. She's gone mad. All who get in my way must die. Time, transformation, the general welfare. These words must ring hollow to you, but elaborating the subject would not bring you redemption. Vicious Oni. Shut up. Shut up! Okay. Like a Yakuza! Bro, what? This is actual like Yakuza reference? Excuse me. No pushing. You trying to flatten everyone or something? That giant Uchiwa you got, lift it up high. Uchiwa? You know, a fan. You wave to show how big a fan you are. Isn't that board you got there a real big one? Making it a triangle is pretty creative. How long has Momochi been Yoroshi? Momochi? Sorry, just trying to get through. I'm in a hurry. Momoka! 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 Thank you, everyone! Thank you so much! I am honored that my first role on the big screen got to be the leading lady in Birth of the Vicious Oni, the Nameless Oni. I've always been fascinated by the Nameless Oni, as she's the subject of a kaiden tale that's been going around Mitsukoi for ages. An Oni with a single horn, who rebels in the name of vengeance, wiping out an entire Yakuza family in a berserk rage before finally killing the candidate for the deity she swore blood feud against. I wonder, that sounds like Hoshi. Hopefully that's not Hoshi. It couldn't possibly be Hoshi. But after realizing just how bloodstained her hands had become, she couldn't bear the guilt, ultimately committing suicide. Suicide? Her endless resentment meant she couldn't be reborn, so she became a specter roaming the streets, vowing to bury the truth in the dark. She suffers no witness to live. Has the story really grown that much? Yep, it's about Hoshikuma. You know how rumors are, that rumors and gossip, they sure love to spin things. It's a terrifying and tragic story, but it's also a touching one, and now it's finally out on the silver screen for all to see. This movie means a lot to me. The people of Kajimachi were so kind to me when they were filming there, so I'd like to thank them while I have the chance. Hey Dreiser, welcome in. Thank you for the hydrate. I'd also like to take this opportunity to talk about Shin Onibugyo coming out this winter. I'll be playing the lead Onihapo no Take, giving everyone a whole new take on the Onibugyo story. It'll have a few Birth of the Vicious Oni related Easter eggs and references too. I really can't tell you too much right now, but I hope you all go watch it. Go and watch it too. Bleh. Next, we have our very last song for the show, the ending for Birth of the Vicious Oni, Kishoma Nocturne. Hope you all like it! It is a slow song. The moment the music starts, the crowd quiets down. The singer has already belted out an entire concert worth of songs, the beads of sweat running down her neck just barely perceptible. But she strives to keep her breathing steady, singing to the gentle violin. Hey Ghost, welcome in. Uh-oh, that's not good, Dredger. Plot of the film aside, the song's pretty good. This Momochi has a great singing voice too. Shame I don't have time for a break right now. Hoshigamo turns her head towards the perimeter of the crowd. Peering over the heads of hundreds, no thousands of fans, she's looking to spy a target before the target spies her. Unfortunately, at that very moment they lock eyes. There she is! Gah! Excuse me, I need to switch places. What? If you're not going to move, I'll push my way through. I don't understand. Sorry, pal. The Oni woman lifts her Uchiwa up high. It is only at this point that the young fan notices the cold glint of steel shining off it. Before he even has time to react, he is pushed aside with some monstrous force. The tall Oni has barged past him, and now she is only a few steps away from the stage. I'm not singing this. At least I don't feel like it today. Thank you everyone! Thank you all for listening! That was the last song I have for you today. Encore! 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 Momoka! Momoka! Here! Over here! Ah! Hello, Hodizig! Thank you for the sub! And welcome in! Happy 6th anniversary! Amidst the surging crowd of fans, one is particularly excited. She lifts something up high, having done all she can to squeeze through the crowd to reach the stage. Momoka! I live in Kajimachi! I was even an extra in Birth of the Vicious Oni! This is a picture you took with us extras when we were wrapping up filming. I always wanted to give it to you, but never had the chance. Please take it! That again, I don't actually know what her voice sounds like. I didn't listen to it. Kajimachi? You're... Even Kajimachi has star chasers like her these days. I thought only old geezers lived there. Wild outfit? I'm pretty sure some operators have crazier outfits than her. As she muses, Hoshikuma inadvertently spots out of the corner of her eye several men, very much not dressed like fans, heading towards the Kajimachi girl. They don't look like plain clothes security either. She might even say they look more like Yakuza. Just as they're about to grab hold of her, Momoka suddenly pulls her up onto the stage. Woo! Momoka! The fans, lost to hype, rushed the stage, making the already cramped venue even more impenetrable. Up on stage, the sparkling idol cups her hands around her fans. You... Could you tell me your name? Right, Kichise. I'm Kichise. I'm sure I've seen you before. You remember me? Well, what did I even do that was so memorable, Momoka-san? This might be embarrassing. But you're the first person I've met who actually likes film set bentos. Lamau. That's because the rice is so good! Wait, you saw that? No. I put my own on the table next to you, so I got to watch you happily eat your 6th box. Oh my god. I'm so sorry! No, please, there's no need. I just meant... Oh my god. And the girl leans forward, she loses her balance, stumbling into Momoka's embrace. Seeing her give one of her fans a big hug, the crowd goes wild. Hey now, watch your step. So how is Kajimachi right now? Is everyone doing okay? Kajimachi right now, what? The pachinko parlor's not seeing as much business as it used to. Most people who want to stay out of trouble have moved away, and they're shooting Shin Oni Bugyo in a big fancy soundstage studio. No, wait, what I'm trying to say is that I'm here on Kajimachi's behalf to invite you back. Everyone would love to see you again. Eh? Really? I'll gladly go, and I'll gladly see what I can do. I'll do anything I can for Kajimachi's sake. Shisei-san, security's almost here. You can leave from this side. Thank you, Momoko-san. Thanks for the photo! Momoko turns to look at her backup band. The lead keyboardist gives her a nod. Then, thank you everyone for your passion and energy. It really means a lot to me. So I'd like to ask everyone to wait a little bit longer and let the band have a moment to catch their breath. I'll be back on stage in 2 minutes to give you all the perfect curtain call. The venue lights slowly fade out, but the darkness does not stop the crowd's fervent chatter. Hoshiguma takes the opportunity to haul her stuff on stage, trying to leave the venue as fast as possible. On stage? That doesn't sound good. Surely that's not gonna put a spotlight on you. Who just stepped on me? Ugh. Who are you? Isn't this one of the guys chasing Kichise? Guess they really were plainclothes security. Just looking to head out, nothing else. It's too crowded down there. Don't you fans pay a lot of money to be in a crowd like that? Wait, I bet you're the type of messed up fan who goes on stage to bother the talent. I really am just trying to head out. You really didn't check who's in charge of Momoko-san's agency? Stay right there! Hey, what the hell is this thing? A metal shield? Report, we've got trouble. There's someone on the stage. Going to have to ask you to shut it. Oof. I need to get out of here quick. If I end up chased by both security and the police. Sheesh, Hoshi, what did you do? I'm coming back on stage now. Thank you everyone for waiting. And had a feeling. The lights turn on. The two people up on stage look at each other with surprise. An unconscious man slumped to the floor between them. And only with a single horn? From the legend? The nameless Oni Kaiden legend? Eek! Get back! Don't haunt me! Stay away from me! As the crowd looks on, the one-horned Oni turns towards backstage, while Momoko huddles against the floor, shielding her head with her hands. She's so naive. The lighting director cuts the lights, but it's no use. It only takes 5 seconds of silence before the venue devolves into complete bedlam. Oh my. Finally got out of there. Even if you account for the chaos, the encore should be over by now. The police will be on my trail soon enough. Should I go meet them? No. I should at least head back to Katsumachi first to see the old man. Who knows how much the place has changed in 20 years. Ding dong ding, Lingon department store. Everything you want, you'll find it here. Lingon department store. Lingon department store. What? Okay. Well, thanks for stopping by. At least, Hoduzig. Sleep well. Nope, that's not the right button. There we go. I was wondering what it was triggering. Okay, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. Calm down there, bucko. Okay, I guess I'll be clowning for a little while, yeah. Have a good night, or morning. I don't know. I forget what time it is, but see ya. See ya. they extend the store so much it blocked the road, yeah? Looks like I need to go inside to pass through, yeah. Why don't you come in for a drink? You look like you can handle your liquor, and we just got some high quality whiskey. Or if you would prefer a more old school choice, we also have a fine collection of emo sochu, yeah. No thank you. Behind the store, there should be... blocked up too? Take this, Ojo-san, yeah? No need. No, you definitely need it. You need to be guided to the most precious thing on Terra, the stepping stone to happiness, yeah. A flyer for a host club. I definitely don't need this. Whatever. It just seemed like you were looking for something. Anything I could help with, yeah? What did you happen to lose here in this bustling street of entertainment, yeah? The way home. I never expected valiant ladies like you to have days where they were lost, but no matter. Were all the allies from Mita Street to Kachimachi blocked off? Can you only go using the main road now, yeah? No need to be so hasty in going back. Looks like there wasn't any point in asking. They're still scanning the crowd. They haven't seen me yet, yeah. Hoshikuma finds a perfectly unremarkable wall to sit down against. True enough, 2 police officers kept their eyes on the crowd, walking right past her without a second glance, yeah. Most of the credit goes to the people she is sharing the wall with, a majority of them drunken office workers. Some of them lean against the wall to vomit, while others simply hunch over to puke onto the street, yeah. As for those who want to entertain themselves in the entertainment district through means outside of alcohol, they appear as if on an infinite conveyor belt, a near infinite supply of them on an endless loop, yeah. She's pretty sure she saw this group of people walk past her not 5 minutes ago, yeah. Just about time to go. Taisho! That one-horned Oni, are you sure she isn't the Kaiden from the legend here to haunt me? The Kaiden from the tales aren't like the ghost you're thinking of. Relax. But what else could that have been? A ghost is the only explanation. She was a ghost, why'd she run off without you doing anything? If she didn't follow you, then the only explanation is pure coincidence. She's got nothing to do with you. You're better off wondering about other things. From what you said, Ryo-san would have to take responsibility for the big ruckus today. Mio-san? No, her job is to keep me safe, and I'm fine at least now. Anyway, just in case the ghost is real, it's not like anyone upstairs can blame her for failing to stop a ghost, right? Here, your Chikuwa, Daikon, and Burden Beast Tendon. The radiant Momoko on stage is now just a young woman venting her frustrations, sniffling back tears before using one hand to lift her mask, and her other to bring a bamboo skewer to her mouth, biting off a chunk of Chikuwa to chew on, yeah. I'm still scared, Taisho. Ha! You meet again. It smells good. Taisho, I'll have a boiled fowl beast egg, a piece of atsuage, and a kombu knot. Coming right up. I just need to head that way to get to Kachimachi, right, yeah? That's right. Got work there, Oyaka-sama? I wonder why some of these words are still Japanglish. It wouldn't hurt to translate it in full, but I suppose it does add to the character. And I suppose the grounds that Higashi is Japan, I suppose. Just dropping by for a visit. You're that! Taisho, look! She really did follow me! Well, I'm begging you, please don't haunt me, Ghost-san! When I was playing you, I really did my best! If you're not happy with my performance, I can ask for a reshoot! Wait, no, the film's already out. It's too late for that! I'm actually really scared of Kaidan! Ghost-san, I didn't mean to offend you! Who's shouting? Is something going on over there? Uh-oh. You really led us on a wild foul beast chase, Hoshiguma-san. Still going to resist arrest? Hardly. I wasn't planning on resisting in the first place. Hands where I can see them. Oh, well, off she goes, I guess. Huh? What just happened? What do you mean, what just happened? I must be dreaming, yeah. Why did the police just arrest the ghost, yeah? Yeah, good question. What did you do, Hoshiguma? Hoshiguma, what did you do? I need to know now. What did you do? Whew. Some folks back at home call this Fate Striker, as the name implied. Use this and one day you can rewrite your fate. Wanna give it a try, Doctor? Hit to launch certain face. Here's a lucky seat. Anyone on it can absorb certain fates and turn them into favor. The higher their block count, the more favor you'll get. Once you get enough favor, those Fate Strikers will be activated. They call this period Lucksack time. Usually, you can only run one Fate Striker at a time, and the others will stop on their own. Let's try this one. When certain fates hit enemies, we'll also get favor. Into the hole you go! The operator with the highest DP cost has the best. They can jump into battle at once and even recover a lot of SP on deployment. This action won't use your deployment slots. Once Lucksack time is over, they'll be forcibly retreated, but with greatly reduced redeployment time. Well, that's neat. You can still obtain favor during Lucksack time. Feels good, doesn't it? You can keep it going as long as you have enough favor, and more operators will get to enjoy its effects. Try stacking up favor and see if you can get a non-stop Lucksack time going. Oh wow, when they said greatly reduced redeployment time, they weren't kidding.
Mission accomplished.
I think I will. I'll try running this as is, but Yeah, since I haven't done the gacha yet, I'm bringing regular Hoshi, just for the immersion. Okay, Hoshi, what did you do? Here's your fried meat chop and rice, detective. Good job. Go get some rest. Thank you. It's past midnight already. You've been hiding from us ever since you got to Mitsukue this afternoon. You must be hungry. You haven't eaten at all. Nods. Alright then, here. Fried meat chop with rice. Higashi is a specialty, yeah. The detective puts an extra emphasis on the word higashi and pushes the tray towards Hoshiguma. With nary a word, Hoshiguma picks up the bowl and chopsticks and begins shoveling rice down her gullet. Oh, CG! She looks happy! That's cool. Well, how is it? Do they have food like this in Longman? Continue shoveling rice. Would you look at that? Tell me, just how long has it been since you enjoyed a proper Higashi meal? Shovels chop into mouth. Whatever, eat up. Noisily chews and crunches cabbage. Gulps water. Tilts head back and dumps remaining contents of bowl into mouth. Puts down empty bowl. Whew. Takes like home, doesn't it? It's not a home or nostalgia thing, Detective-san. I'm just hungry. Why, you? Actually, I had a fried meat chop with rice before I left Lungman. Next time, could you get me something else? Like some Odin from the place you dragged me out of? It smelled amazing. I didn't even get a sip of the broth. And for the record, when I was footing the bill to feed suspects back in Lungman, I always ordered Chongfun. I suggest you start taking this a bit more seriously, Hoshiguma. You're the suspect this time. Me? I haven't even been in Mitsukue for 24 years. What could you possibly suspect me of? A suspect in a case from 20 years ago isn't a suspect? 20 years ago? She hadn't been in Mitsukue for 24, and the thing is 20 years ago. Yeah, are we sure? Detective Koreto. Detective Koreto. Yes? After 20 years, we are well past the statute of limitations. Besides, you should be about done authenticating my Lungman Inspector's badge, no? We haven't gotten the results back yet. Let's assume you're telling me the truth. What would motivate a Lungman cop like you to come all the way back here? Did you lose your job? You have some enemies you need to deal with? Did someone in Lungman send you here? Or are you perhaps connected to those rumors about the spy of the Northern Court? Stop. If you keep throwing out guessing like that, this whole conversation's gonna spiral. Take a look at this letter, Detective. We just searched you. Where the hell were you hiding that? Takes a detective to outsmart a detective. Whew. Let's run another lap. How about it, partner? Think you could keep up with me? Looks like you're good. Let's go. Is that a motorbike? Is that the lady's car? The single-horned Oni lays across the vehicle, sizes up the end of the straightway, then charges dead ahead. The howling winds make it hard for her to tell just how hard her pursuers are, or just how far her pursuers are. What brings you here, ma'am? Oh, it's you! I'm just stopping by. I don't plan on staying long. Yen Wu told me that before Swire set out the new siesta, she tidied up all internal affairs to lighten the load for those of you left behind. Yeah, if Missy hadn't wrapped things up before leaving, how could I have found the time to come here? That's true. Then what is it that's troubling you, Inspector Hoshikuma? You can see it in my face, huh? I wouldn't say so. However, if repeatedly pushing the pedal to the metal still leaves you wrestling with anxiety, shouldn't bottle all that emotion up on your own. You and I are both Higashinis. When little Chen and Swire aren't here, I have to act in their stead. We are, aren't we? Indeed we are, Higashinis. Can't hide anything from you, ma'am. I recently received a letter. Dear Madam, summer's end is nigh, yet the stubborn heat still lingers. Please mind your good health. 20 years have passed with nary a word between us. Much has transpired, things best left unwritten. Yet I feel compelled to write to you, though I regret any trouble this may cause. This letter is written for no other reason than the decade or so that we spent together in our hometown of Kajimachi, which is soon to vanish from the map. Though the land is unaware, its people still have feelings. Therefore, I have humbly taken upon myself to organize the funeral rites for Kajimachi, which will be held soon. In my waning years, to see old friends once more would be a great blessing. Sincerely, Tessai. What a solemn yet traditional letter. This is the man who arranged for your refuge in Lungmen, the so-called father of Hanya. That's right. I called him Uncle Tessai. It's been so many years. He must be in his 70s or 80s by now. I lived in Kajimachi before I left Mitsukue. And so, it is not only proper to return to Kajimachi one last time before it is no more. To be honest, when I first came to Lungmen, I considered settling here for good. I thought about moving elsewhere if things didn't work out. Even leaving Yan altogether, the same way I left Higashi. But the one thing I never considered was going back home. It's been 20 years. I don't even know what Mitsukue is like these days. Instead of going back home, I might as well come here for a ride and grab a plate of street food. Stir-fried noodles are to put my mind at ease. Don't you have a good reason to go home? The funeral? No? You volunteered to serve as a mighty guardian of Lungmen, throwing yourself into the fight without hesitation. Yenwu, myself, Lin, and all your friends. We've seen it with our own eyes. But you shouldn't limit yourself. You're more than that. Little Chen is gone, and Yuxia is more or less taken over for her father. One LGD commissioner alone won't keep this operation afloat. I have neglected my responsibilities. Nonsense. Before little Chen left Lungmen, you had words with her. They eventually reached my ears as well, whether I wanted to hear them or not. Even if the problems you've bottled up inside can never be resolved, simply going back to have a chat with him while he still walks among the living is worth your while, yes? You're right. By the way, don't forget to bring back a few packs of proper Higashini senbei for me. Senbei? A janbei shop opened up near the LCD. I thought it was Higashini senbei with the name translated, and so I went and placed an order. It wasn't until the piping hot pancake came out stuffed with fowl beefsteak, crispy meat, and scallion that I realized it wasn't a senbei at all, but a janki janbei. Those are completely different dishes. Looking for pancakes? I think we resolved any and all misunderstandings between us, right, Detective Koreto? Ryoyabu no Kinsekai Yakuza clan sent you a letter, inviting you to the funeral of Kajimachi, his turf. and after some persuading from a particular individual of similar origin, you've decided to go back there, am I right? That's right. This particular individual. Her identity is not important. Is it not? If it was not for her, would you dare walk the streets of Mizukue? Of course I would. With a smile. Alright, if it really isn't important, then you can stay here for a good 24 hours. The station's quiet these days anyways. Hardly any of the calls we get are real emergencies. Then what are they about? They're reporting signs of a kaiden they want me to investigate. A kaiden? Like an urban legend? Ghost story? Still haven't been back to Mitsukui for a while, huh? This place doesn't even feel like a real police station anymore. The townsies have been treating us like cops from the spiritual affairs station for a while now. Who is it? There's someone outside for you. It's Mifune-san. The weary-looking detective glanced at Hoshiguma, then out the door. Hatred is seared across his face. If you're in the middle of something here, do you want me to stall him for a bit? You? Stall him? He won't even get 3 words in before he calls someone else. And then that call will be routed straight to us. Send him in. Oh, wow, you're pale as a sheet. Before the detective can finish speaking, a tall Fidia strides into the room, ignoring the officers around him. He makes a beeline for Hoshiguma. Kinbei? Kinbei? Never fear, Hoshiguma. As long as I'm here, the police can't touch you. Ha ha ha. Kohei Mifune-san. Been a while since someone called you by your own name. From before you made it big, huh? Well, why don't you try it then? Good. Knowing when to yield is a virtue. Mifune. Hoshiguma. You will always address me as Kinbei. Come, let's go home. Detective Korito still hasn't what? Hasn't explained the basis for his arbitrary detention? Don't tell me this is about the case from 20 years ago. What a pity. The statute of limitations already expired. Many years ago, actually. The Northern Court may have revised its penal code, but that doesn't give you, Southerners, the right to bend the law. Spare me the mudslinging, even if the statute of limitations is up. Yes, the statute of limitations is up. So on what grounds are the police still detaining people? I want a justification. One that can withstand a dia inquiry, a televised hearing, and a court of public opinion. This is intimidation. This is me exercising my rights under the law. Detective Korito! Let them go. Kinbei, Uncle Tensai sent you to get me? The entire Kinsekikai is awaiting your return. Let's go. Stop arguing with the cops. Cool. They exit the police station, turn right, and cross the street. Nita Street unfolds before Hoshiguma in broad daylight. The harsh white sun. Oops, I double tapped. The harsh white sun shines down on the street, draining the buildings of their neon shimmer and burying the raw concrete beneath. The morning commute is in full swing. expressionless office workers hurry past shops that are either still closed or trying half-heartedly to drum up business. None of them look nearly as glamorous as they did under the moonlight. Who was it that threw up on the street last night? Which man was persuaded to empty his wallet at the club? Under the light of day, they all look the same. How many years has it been? How are things in Longman? Still good? We hadn't heard a peep from you all this time. I was afraid something had happened to you. I was worried sick. I figured, after all this time, nobody thought of me as one of the Kinseki Kai anymore. How? No matter how fate plays its tricks or how long you've been incommunicado, as long as you come back, then you're still family. Over the past 2 decades, has the Kinseki Kai ever issued you an expulsion or no contact notice? Never. Say what you will, but even now, at every official meeting, the seat to the old man's left is still empty. You've always been the Kinseki Kai's Wakagashira, the heir apparent. And you? Why, I'm just the Wakagashira Hoza, the Wakagashira second. Don't for a minute think the old man's gone senile. Everyone agrees with his decision. If you had it after that dear candidate 20 years ago, before I could get to him too, the Kinseki Kai would have been driven out of Kachimachi, crushed under the weight of his public pressure campaign. Then you made sure the rest of us were in the clear, taking all the heat for the killing. You fled to Lungmen alone, which allowed the Kinseki Kai to survive. You've sacrificed so much for us. If we just turned our backs on you, what kind of family would that make us? Don't say such things. It's all facts, clear as day, so why can't I state the facts? Kinbei, we can talk about ancient history later. Uncle Tessai mentioned in his letter that he was holding a funeral for Kachimachi. Do you know about this? A what? A funeral? No. What are we talking about with a funeral? Maramoni, we really don't have time to wander the streets now. We need to get back to Kachimachi and find him as quick as we can to straighten all this out. The tall Fidia hastens his steps and hurries off towards Kachimachi. He walks so fast and with such long strides that Hoshiguma has to break into a jog just to keep up. Hoshiguma is really tall. If she had to break into a jog to keep up with that guy, then that guy is just monstrously tall. I don't think anybody's gonna fall down the hole. Too bad. Doesn't look like they can. I forgot I had her set on skill 3. Oh well. Hi, Nugget. New senbei flavors. Premium muskmelon with Syracuse red sauce and condensed system milk with Honjozo soy sauce. They look delicious. No, I'm counting my calories. I have to watch what I eat. Huh? Mio-san? I'll be at the agency in just a few minutes. Did you need something? What? Almost there. I'm running over now. Oh boy. Treating fans like fools, nose in the air? I'm no fan of hers anymore, that's for sure. She ruined the concert? What? Huh? Trying so hard to go viral, pretending to be scared? Aren't you embarrassed? But what's all this? Oh. Oh, you're her manager? Huh? Aren't you the boss? I think I remember seeing a while back that you were the sprite for a boss. You're her manager? Producer, I didn't know you were coming. What's the situation? It all happened so suddenly. PR is still investigating. This isn't just PR. What do you mean? That one-horned Oni wasn't your doing, right? Mio, you are responsible for Momoka's safety. Please get to the bottom of all of this. Of course. Momoka, your gaffe on stage yesterday was one thing, but upstairs is more upset about something else. What's that? You've been acting less and less like a pop idol lately. Then this happens, and you vanish without a trace. The fans didn't seem to react too negatively. I even gave them an encore. They were into it. I was tired and hungry when I hopped off stage, not to mention scared. I just went to my favorite Oden yatai, that's all. Well, how do you explain your inappropriate monologue up there? Inappropriate monologue? What did I say wrong? Your remarks on Kajimachi. Kajimachi? Oh, you mean the fan that... The Kinseki group is the sole backer of the entire operation. They have a very tense relationship with Kajimachi right now. Speaking out recklessly will only make things harder for all of us. I don't understand what the big deal is. I was just thinking about how I shot my first movie there. I still remember when I got started. You told me Jeremy Tessai valued my skills. The past is the past. I'm talking about the present. Things are different now. Besides, we've always told you to stay in your lane and stick to the script when you're on stage. The people come to see Momoka, not you, with your big mouth. I get it. As long as you get it. Producer, when are we going to the recording studio? My schedule is packed today. We have to get a move on. Meh. Well, actually, why don't you take a few days off? Huh? What? But producer, I don't need any rest. I'm used to the grind by now. We're in peak season. I know that if I take a break now, that'll put us several days behind. Maybe if you hadn't been so busy during the day yesterday, you would have been calmer last night. I'm sorry, but... If you really want to make up for your mistakes, Momoka, I have an urgent assignment for you. Anything! The television station wants to book you on a show. Take a look. The Haunted House of Kajimachi? Another one of those shows? Why? And why now of all times? Would they produce a program that made Kajimachi look bad? Then you'd rather take a break. No, I just... Momoka, you know that when you don't do what we say, it reflects poorly on you. But... Momoka. Producer, I don't want to die. I've known that place was haunted forever. A bunch of people died in that house. They say it's somehow connected to the name of Oni. It was heard there on the stage last night. Momoka, I will take the measures to ensure your safety. Mio, back me up here. Momoka, do not worry. I'll go with you. Mio-san, is going to? Yes. Are you strong enough to take down that vicious Oni? Side-eye. Mio tilts her head and thinks hard for a few seconds. Maybe not. Bruh. I'm doomed. I'm done for! If we keep walking down Nita Street, we'll soon arrive to Kachimachi. From now on, that will be our place. Our city. Our city? But Papa, we've been walking down the street and I don't see anything all that different. What do you think, Uncle Tessai? It will become different. It will change. And it looks like it hasn't changed. A wind carrying a scent, woody or perhaps musty, blows against her face, and somehow Hoshiguma is compelled to take a deep breath. The houses are all so old. Does Uncle Tessai still live in the same place? Yeah, the big house at the end there. Kinbei, what's the deal with the funeral? Kachimachi looks like it's doing fine. It's a long story. What's wrong? Hoshiguma quickly realizes why Kinbei had fallen silent, and why the expression on his face now carries a touch more respect. Not too far away, there's an old man standing on the road facing them. The old man's back is slightly hunched, yet somehow, as the wind lifts his wide sleeves, he seems to stand a little taller. Uncle Tessai! Chairman Tessai. Kinbei, I told you you are not permitted to set foot in Kachimachi ever again. Huh? The Fidia appears startled. The reverence on his face quickly turns to fear. I was preoccupied with a certain happy event that happened today. I lost track of my surroundings and accidentally walked into Kachimachi. Damn. Plain dumb. She's in cahoots with you. That's what you're happy about? Sure, man. I just got her out of the police station is all. The cops started chasing her as soon as she arrived in Mitsukue. She only just slipped out. She's come back here out of genuine concern for her home. If you're unhappy about something, please take it up with me. Do not blame her. As for my trespassing into Kachimachi, shall I perform a dogeza, offer a formal apology on another date, or cut off a finger? You'd do any of those things if I asked. The decision is yours. Oyabun! I ran around to everyone asking where you were, until I found out you'd come here to Kachimachi. Why'd you make the trip out here? The old bastard doesn't have many days left. Why bother coming to this forsaken place? Oyabun. You know I'm your Oyabun. Then do you know who gave this Oyabun this lofty position that he holds today? Right. This isn't your first offense. Some time ago, Chairman Tessai forbade me and my men from ever entering Kachimachi again. This is not the first time you disobeyed that order, am I right? Well, I wasn't. You were the one who drove those 3 families out of Kachimachi, plus the 2 shops that had to shut down. And that was all after Chairman Tessai ordered us to stay out of Kachimachi, is that right? You knowingly went against his order. How should we punish you? Beads of sweat form on the flustered gangster's forehead. The Oyabun isn't usually like this. He toasts me when I do well and offers gentle encouragement when I fall short. Before he can even finish his thought, he hears a sound. Swish. Wait! Kinbei, what are you doing? Oh. Down with the... Okay. Ah, decapitated. Lovely. Neither Tessai's Iron Fan nor Hoshikuma's Hanya can match the quick draw of the Phidia's long sword. That was your Kinseki Kai brother! Murdering a member of the family right in front of me. Is this your way of raising a hand against me? But Chairman, you've already given me manageable control of this clan. He ignored warnings, defied the chairman, and refused to change. He should have died long ago. The fact that he lived this long is a failure of my leadership. Well, I brought her here. My work is done. It's time I answered for disobeying Chairman Tessai's orders. He aims his blood-stained long sword, still unsheathed at his finger. Oh, well, okay, he very quickly chopped it off. No hesitation. Before the old man can even speak, the Phidia swings his blade, and his left pinky falls to the floor. There, I should atone for my sins. No one says anything. The Phidia slides the blade back into its sheath, bows deeply to Tessai, and gives a small nod to Hoshikuma. Chairman Tessai, I will now take my leave, as to not bother you further. Welcome home, Hoshikuma. Oh my god, I'm going to call the police. Hoshikuma's voice trails off as she becomes lost in thought. Remembering how Kinbei swaggered around the police station. The old man squints his eyes slightly as he glances at Hoshikuma. It seems you've been getting on well in Lungmen. You've forsaken a life of crime, huh? If you still walked the path, you would remember this. No matter how a man dies, someone always comes to clean up. And as long as the cleanup happens, the police won't bother themselves with our messes. You've had a long trip. Let's talk inside. Okay. I guess this story is seeming like a whole Yakuza trip. Yakuza like a dragon. Though she had been away for 20 years, Hoshikuma still pushes open the gate with practiced ease. Just like in Kajimachi, time has not left much of a mark on this place. Hoshikuma immediately spots the little path she used to make, the quickest way across the courtyard. She can't tell whether the koi and the bond have lived all these years, or if the owner has been quietly replacing them with identical ones. That's a lot of TVs! I'm back. Sit. Uncle Tessai, did you write me that letter because Kinbei? I never wrote you a letter. It wasn't you? When you left me Kure 20 years ago, I told you we would never again make contact. I intended to honor that promise. So, that letter, Kinbei forged it. What else could it be? Why would he do that? You're the chairman of Kinseki Kai. How could you permit such a transgression? Chairman? If that viper didn't keep calling me that, I'd have forgotten I was chairman of anything. Ooh, okay. And before I forget, I'm done clowning. I've clowned for long enough. Look, I'm an old man with no real power. Even my last parcel of turf, Kajimachi, is about to be taken from me. And Kinbei, he's taken over the Originium crystal business that I built from the ground up. He's taken control of all our operations. He started new ventures like a TV network and even a talent agency and made them hugely successful. So he's usurped all Kinseki Kai businesses and is now planning to take over Kajimachi? A radical rebirth and redevelopment plan. That was how he put it, just a month ago. Who's rebirthing what? How are they redeveloping it? Who keeps the proceeds? These are not questions I can ask, of course. That's why you forbade him and his men from entering Kajimachi. And today we get this grand performance where he uses his minion's life as a stage prop. No, not a performance. It was a show of force. He didn't used to be like this. He was a better actor back then. He tricked me, and he tricked you. That's the only possible explanation, no? You didn't realize that finger-chopping bit was all a ploy? A ploy? A fake finger? Surgical reattachment? A prosthesis? He's got no shortage of tricks. He wasn't atoning for his sins. He was spitting in my face. He was making a mockery of Kinsekikai, of everything we stand for. I don't know what scheme can be had in bringing you back, but there's only one thing you should do now. Return to Lungman, and don't ever come back again. He's a rabbit, tusk beast now. But what will happen to you? Me? As long as the Kinsekikai still exist, I'm still their chairman by title. Kinbei wouldn't dare raise a hand against me, at least not out in the open, and that's enough. I can't just leave. Then what do you intend to do? Wait until Kinbei pushed me to the brink and then end my suffering? I just don't want any more regrets this time. So you regret going to Lungman? No, everything I regret is from my time in Misakue. Watching Kinbei cut that man's head off, nothing. It sent all kinds of regret bubbling up from my stomach. Kinbei's men see Kajimachi as nothing more than a pimple on Mitsukue's hide. You can't change their minds about it. I'm going to do whatever I can. By the way, amidst our grim conversation, I almost forgot to ask, what happened with Hanya? When Kinbei was there, I took a glance at it. Looks different than it did the day I gave it to you, no? Well, to be honest, a corner got sliced off. How? With a sword. The old man's world-weary gaze suddenly flares with intensity. Whose sword? What was it made of? How was their sword technique? Did they use any arts? A good friend of mine back in London. A colleague. Explaining it all with words is going to take too long. Give Hanya to me. Let me see it. Huh. Cut like this doesn't come from any advanced reinforced steel or simple arts alone. Sure, there's always someone stronger out there. Let's not forget, Hanya's no ordinary shield. Chi Shao. Uncle Tessai, you can tell just by looking at the cut? Don't forget, I've been around. Back when I was knocking back drinks with the Yanese trade envoys, the name Chi Shao came up more than once. For Hanya, being bested by Chi Shao is no shame at all. At the end of the day, it wasn't sharpness or toughness that turned Chi Shao and Hanya into legendary weapons. Your mind was weaker than Chi Shao's wielder, not by much, but enough to turn the tide of battle. In that case, I guess Kinbei's letter wasn't totally useless. At least it gave Hanya a chance. Do you want to reforge it? Of course. Do you expect me to run around Lungman with this broken shield? Still, I need to think for a bit about how I'll reforge the shield. I'll give you a sliver of chance to best Chi Shao. Let me think it over. The old man who once stared down disaster, unblinking, now burns with the impatience of youth. He's learned that there's someone stronger out there, and he yearns to test his mettle. The old acquaintance's longsword has just shattered any sort of parting sorrow, yet nostalgia stirs in Hoshiguma all the same. Forget it. This isn't something you and I can figure out just by sitting here and thinking about it. Give me some time. You spent all night in an interrogation room. You must be tired. Go to the guest room and get some sleep. No. What? I want to pay my respects to my father first. I'm sorry. He's your biological father. What are you apologizing to me for? Is that clinic, my old home, still there? It's there, but no one has lived there for about a decade. I bet it doesn't much resemble its former self. The abandoned house in the alley at the end of Kachimachi's North Street. Everyone calls it the haunted house. And that's Hoshiguma's house? After the vicious Oni disappeared, Shimasu, who was the Shate Igashira, moved into the house with his family, but within 3 months he fell ill and passed away. 6 months later, Sonoguchi, who was then serving as Wakagashira Hoza, bought the house. After hiring an onyoji to perform rites for 7 days and nights, he moved in with his new bride. On the 7th night, a patrolman heard wretched wails coming from the haunted house. In a fit of madness, Sonoguchi took up his family heirloom blade, killed his wife, and then took his own life. In the years that followed, every soul who deigned to live in the haunted house met a terrible end. Eventually, no one dared go near it again. Legend has it that the vicious Oni never really disappeared. From time to time, her tortured visage will pop up in the haunted house. And so today. It's too dark in here. I can't see anything. Lights lantern. Mio-san? Are you there? Whoa! It's a pool top! Momoko, calm down. The camera on your head is shaking all over the place. Where did Mio-san go? She said she'd be here with me. She's feeling under the weather. She called in sick today. Wow! I've known Mio-san for years, and I've never seen her get sick. Last winter, I watched her eat 20 ice creams with my own eyes, and she was completely fine. You're telling me she caught a cold? I don't believe it. Momoko, we're just trying to add some color here for TV. Work with us, okay? But I just saw that Oni at the stage, and now I'm going to visit her haunted house? Ugh, relax. You're going to be fine. Alright, I'll do my best. Hey, Yuki. Ugh. Why are there so many pool tops here? I don't like this. Wait, what's that sound behind me? It's Hoshi! Who's there? The vicious Oni? A ghost? It's you. What are you doing in my house? Momoko grabs something shaped like a stick from the ground and points it at the shadowy figure. But she quickly realizes that whatever she has picked up will be ineffective against ghosts or fierce, vicious Oni. In a hurry, she shoves the stick thing into her coat and pulls out a box of roasted soybeans. Vicious Oni, I've got roasted soybeans! You dare come closer, I'll waste you! Oh my god. Oni wa soto! Fukuichi! Oni wa soto! These beans aren't working! But I have some salt here too! Check it out! Salt! The thing you fear most! Oh my god. Well, I guess I'll be going. Sorry for intruding. Sorry for bothering you. Bye bye. Sayonara. Hey, wait a second. Poor Hoshi. No, I don't think I will. My head. Ow. Are you alright? Momoko, who just struck her head on something, starts to fall to the ground. However, the ghost voice jolts her back on her feet. I'm fine. Sorry for bothering you. I've got kids and my parents are so old to take care of back home. No, Hatsuke is at home, waiting for me to water him. Let me go. I have to take care of him. Oh my god. In her panic, Momoko lets out a high note she'd never even hit in the recording studio. Later that day, as the production team looked at the footage, they are unsure which of the two, Momoko or Hoshiguma, most resembles a wailing wraith. Wait, what is that in my feet? You're asking me? No, I didn't ask you. Let me go. The terrified girl suddenly disappears, kicking up a massive cloud of dust. Perplexed, Hoshiguma leans in for a closer look and finally sees what happened. She smashed right through the floorboards. Ha ha! Ah, we gotta go save a goldfish. Okay, so Hoshi didn't actually do anything wrong. Haruka's doing her thing. Haruka is so innocent. She's actually pretty funny. Okay. Hoshiguma crosses paths with Tessai's estranged son, Tetsuya, as well as Kichise, a longtime resident of Kajimachi. Momoko, meanwhile, gets herself into even bigger trouble when her refusal to let her show tarnish Kajimachi's reputation backfire. She's defending Kajimachi. Whoa. The skipper. That guy just flies. Enemies are no longer just taking off, they're straight up jumping over everything. It's like parkour. Whew.
Mission accomplished.
Late one night, an exhausted Hoshiguma comes face to face with an entity of Kaiden legend known as the Wanyudo. When tracking it, she encounters Moriuchi, an Odin Yatai owner. Meanwhile, the TV in Momoko's home suddenly begins showing a horrifying scene. Her assistant Mio being coerced into plotting her murder. Worse still, not long afterward, Mio appears at Momoko's doorstep. Totally not scary at all. Now who's the real ghost? While running away, Momoko bumps into Hoshiguma, who helps the girl escape her pursuers. On their trail, Mifune broadcasts a missing person notice, effectively mobilizing the whole of Mitsukue to look for the duo. What you want to know is where's the caveman? What do you mean where's the caveman? Visibility of guidance as a whole. Loses invisibility when becoming disguised himself as a whole. I see. Scooby-Doo reference since you were like, who's the ghost? The caveman, isn't the caveman like a really old episode? Like really old? Yeah, it's like one of the very first Scooby-Doo episodes. I think I remember seeing that. That's old. Oh, you can't block them in their holes. Interesting. Yeah, I saw it back on, what was it, Toonami or something? It was like the really old channel that had like the Scooby-Doo, Tom and Jerry, the Flintstones. The Boomerang? Oh yeah, that one, yeah. That's the one I'm thinking of.
Mission accomplished.
Been a while since I've seen any of them, even just like in the background. It's kind of hard to watch. Like Scooby-Doo, I could watch in the background, but things like Tom and Jerry, like Tom and Jerry especially, it's a great show, great cartoon. The problem is that because the comedy is non-vocal, you can't really understand what's going on purely by sound. I should watch an old Scooby-Doo again sometime. Moriuchi gives Hoshiguma and Momoka direction to the shrine, where they meet an unruffled Kanushi and ultimately grasp the truth of the Wanyudo's true form, a kami of the Higashini's belief system. Yes, that is true. Tom and Jerry does indeed transcend language. It's just that good. Momoka unknowingly picked up a broken blade while filming her TV show, which leads Mifune to order her capture. Mio pleads for Mifune to abandon his plan, but Mifune's men pursue her all the way to the shrine. With the aid of the unruffled priest, Hoshiguma and Momoka manage to escape. It was on accident and they're chasing after her? But why? Shaku Monogatari! 100 ghost stories. Or 100 stories is what it is. That's the name of this stage. That's cool. Where do I want to put my thingy?
私がお家に戻ってきたよ。
Oh, what? Flight suit? Nani?
爽やかなそよ風をパチパチ泡立つソーダに注いで。
Oh, you fly fast. Okay. Well, we gotta restart. I think I know what.
ケーキのお皿をひっくり返したのは誰？ちび姉ちゃんの顔がクリームだらけになっちゃった。
Damn it! I keep forgetting to switch. Sorry, hang on. One more try. I don't need Naratuya to be on skill 3. Not for this one. I would like you to be on skill 1, please. Skill 1 would help.
先輩、早く早く。あっちの鶴にも食べ頃のベリーが実ってます。聞いてるか。
Let's try putting you here this time.
カムフラージュできない。幻覚と威嚇。これも戦術よ。寝言は夢でどうぞ。私がいる限り悪夢だけ。
Would do that.
どうすれば恐怖が隠せないか。
Okay, this should be better. Thorns isn't getting any stacks though. Not until you're stealing all the kills. Who knows, maybe not until you're solo? Yeah, that's better. Much better.
Mission accomplished.
Moriuchi, Momoka, and the Kami realize that most of Mitsuke's kaidan are nothing more than Mifune's machinations, leaving him bitterly disillusioned. But before they can think about what to do next, Mifune's ninja strike spiriting Moriuchi away. Oh my.
ドクター、私ちゃんと役に立てた？
We have a new tutorial stage. Snowflake screen. How nostalgic. It's a stress relief helper. Back in the day, people enjoyed seeing certain fates hitting and bouncing off of them, but its popularity waned after we realized it could charge itself up and beat us down once it was all juiced up. I've been on the receiving end myself. Hurts a lot. There's a fake striker here too. Perfect then. Before this guy charges up, It takes damage whenever it bounces a certain fate back. We always call it this fate burst. Doctor, if you see a fate striker near a stress relief helper, then try to smash it ASAP, since certain fates won't damage the helpers once they're fully charged. They pack quite the punch, so best to hit them before they hurt you. Leave the front to me. I'll leave the rest to you.
誰一人通すものか。
了解です。氷つけ。
About how long does it take for them to charge?
このまま行こう。倒れろ。
遠い。
Uh-oh.
倒れろ。
Ah, okay. The thing gained arms. I wasn't sure if that was charged up. I think it was like almost charged up, cause the marbles were still damaging it.
Mission accomplished.
努力すれば頭が空っぽのやつだって役に立てるんだ。
AT5, and under AT5 is that one very particular meme. If you know, you know. Momoko tells Hoshiguma about her past. As Momoko's room is not safe, they go to Kajimachi, where Tessai is. Hoshiguma and Tessai talk about the past. What do you mean, don't you dare? What am I doing?
早く早く。あっちの鶴にも食べ頃のベリーが実ってます。
The fate strikers are the top. Okay,
毒と罠。これは戦術ね。私に何が一番怖い？
果てな夕日にこの音色を捧げましょう。
are you sure we're talking about the same meme?
思い切りお互いを感じましょう。
全員の行動力を奪う。それでいいだ。
夕日にこの音色を捧げましょう。
I was talking about the image of the girls beneath stage 7. Or sorry, we're on stage 6. But no, we're on stage 5. Now you're getting me all confused.
お互いを感じま
No,
しょう。
this is stage 5. I'm talking about the girls that were underneath.
そうすればお互い手間が省けるだ。
マグマは振り返ることなく前へ。
Virtuosa, don't die. I still need you.
思い切りお互いを感じましょう。 夕日にこの音色を捧げましょう。
分かった。お前の攻撃は想定の通りだ。
星々と共に歌いましょう。
Hoshiguma rescues Moriuchi, whom Mifune was trying to coerce into helping him, but Mifune seems satisfied at the outcome and leaves after instructing Mio to delay Hoshiguma. Tetsuya finds evidence of the Northern Court spy that he was seeking, but there seems to be more to the story that meets the eye.
目の前で仲間が傷つけられることだけは我慢ならない。
Yes, anyways, I can't exactly zoom in because this is just the stage scroller, but if you know, you know, the little meme of the girls on the crosswalk. It's a cute one. Uh-oh. My stream froze. Uh-oh. Mirror froze. Looks like I got scuff. To be expected. Of course. Oh wait, no, we're back? No? We are laggy. We're just severely laggy. Okay, cool, fun. Gotcha. Awesome. Okay. I hate it when the visual get glitchy like this. I'm gonna try something real quick. I am... Yeah, I'm gonna get out of this for now. Should blip out any second. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to do this. I hope. Shit. No. No, not that. Strange. So then which one are you under? Can I not screen record this? Sus. Huh. So you don't want to show this. Why is that? Okay. I will simply just reboot my mirror here. Yeah, nothing's wrong. Nothing. Totally. We're totally fine here. No scuff. No scuff here. Okay. Okay. They should be fine? No? Okay, kind of? Okay, it's still a little laggy here. I wonder... I wonder if the computer overload finally caught up to its... What can I turn off? Oh yeah, we are. You know, I like my mirroring application. I really do. The audio is great, but the lack of picture fluidity is kind of sad. Yeah, it's like on and off here. So it might be fine? I think so. Mifune takes Hanya and the deed to Kajimachi from Tessai by taking Tetsuya hostage. He kidnaps Momoko and Kichise and even live streams his killing of Tessai to Tetsuya. Hoshiguma arrives to find a dying Tessai, and the demolition of Kajimachi begins. Oh boy. Okay, so yeah, now we're back. Sheesh, you're giving me problems. Absolutely nothing is wrong. We're fine. No, we're lag free. Hoshiguma escapes and encounters Detective Koreto in an alley on Nita Street. Rather than leave Hikashi as Koreto advises her, she resolves to fight Mifune and face the sins of the past head-on. Just then, Hoshiguma hears Momoko's call. Maelstrom. What are you? Deals physical damage to surroundings while spinning. Stop spinning when shifted. I see. They really do just spin. Kuru kuru, kuru kuru. Yeah, they kind of do continuous damage though too. The damage isn't terrible. Yeah, the damage there wasn't terrible. Okay. Yeah, these spinning guys really are just like another pinball obstacle.
Mission accomplished.
Momoko makes contact with Kichise and Hoshikuma with the help of Sarasa, an employee of Kinseki Station who detests Mifune. Moriuchi finds the kami that he had been seeking for many years, though the reunion does not go as expected.
任務完了。正確かつ効率のいい式だったな、ドクター。
Oh, side. That's one of the puzzle stages. I'll do that later. Or, no, fuck it, let's give it a try. We have Phantom and Shaw. Can't change them. One shifter, one quick redeploy. Push two pushers. Is this bowling?
どこに逃げるつもり？
This seems like it should be like bowling or something. I don't know.
了解。消火器噴射します。
It kind of seems like bowling. Oh yeah. Just push them all off the ledge there. Oh my god, wait, we're actually scoring on the top. What? That's crazy.
私のために歌え歌え歌え。
あなたの指示通りに。
Yeah, there's timed though too.
消火器噴射します。
あなたここまでです。
I don't know if we're supposed to get a certain score.
了解。了解。
Mission accomplished.
終幕だ。
I guess that was clear. Okay.
紛争がはらむ地味は
ATP2. More pushers.
作戦開始よ。
No, we're just having lots of fun with shifters. Okay. Like actual simulated pinball, I guess. Yeah, like actual simulated pinball.
ここからが私の見せ場だ。
演者はセリフの傀儡だ。では夜の帳に潜り込むとしよう。
Yeah, Hoshi, or sorry, Phantom really pushes them far. It's kind of crazy.
はい、消火器噴射します。
お前らごときに全力を出す価値なんてあんのか？待ちください。
Mission accomplished.
終幕だ。
It's clear. I'm not even sure. I'm not sure what the objective of these is. What qualifies as a clear? I'm pushing enemies off
ここからは一歩も引かない。
into holes. Oh, okay, got you. So I guess it's really just about getting the high score? I don't know.
この戦いは怨恨によるものではありません。
I am uncertain.
消火器噴射します。
強制執行。
Mission accomplished.
任務完了。
Chosen one
お
medal.
疲れ様です、ドクター。帰ってゆっくり休みましょう。
Oh. That's what that was. Or no, we activate face trigger 20 times, so never mind. What was the points thing? This has to be... It has to be the other thing on the left here. I don't want to touch that just yet. Go ahead, move on. Fireworks show and an ascension ceremony before they begin. Sarasa gives Mifune an unpleasant surprise by hijacking Kinseki Channel and playing an emergency broadcast announcing a northern court invasion to the entire city. The rest make their moves accordingly.
アッカを積む中でちび姉ちゃんが雲でゴロゴロするのは面白いぞって言ってたので私たちもそこで
early
ピクニッ
boss
クしてみませんか？
毒と罠、これは戦
Yeah,
術
this might be an early
私に
boss fight.
念事は夢でどうぞ。私がいる限り悪夢だ。
Go, nut until you go.
無数思い切りお互いを感じましょう。
She does not have a phase 2.
共に歌い
Okay,
動き回る。そうすればお
that was
互い
easy
手間
enough.
が省けるだろう。
ここからは一歩も引かない。マグマは振り返ることなく夕日にこの音色を捧げましょう。春風が雨と消す時節ね。後悔があるのならそれを抱きましょう。
動き回る。そうすればお互い手間が省ける。
雲のマシュマロに澄み渡る青空のシロップをとろーりと。
Oh, so not only do this random the rightmost operator get a deployment bonus, but it's also basically a bonus operator. Can be deployed outside of the unit limit. Nice. That's neat.
後悔があるのならそれを抱きましょう。
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, so far these stages are relatively easy. Hoshiguma finds her way into the TV station and helps Momoko and the others. She fights Mio again, this time without holding back, and is victorious, clearing the way for tonight's most important performance.
あなたにこれほどの頭脳と才能があるとは思ってなかったわ。
It's our first grinding stage. The Akaton, I could definitely use some of that.
ちょっと申し訳なくなった
This one is the... It's uncommon. This is the chapter 15 material. I'm not sure how much I would need this, but I could always grind a little more of it. I'll take the Akaton though. We'll probably grind that out. Through Kinseki Channel's broadcast, Momoko tells Mitsukue about her circumstances, Mifune's manipulation of Mitsukue's kaidan, and how she views all this. Mifune does not, even have the energy to kill revenge man Tessia anymore, and soon finds himself face to face with Hoshiguma. AT-8. Kind of a... well, this is kind of small. Do we have 10 stages? I didn't pay attention. Didn't quite pay attention if we had 10. Though I think it looks like we have 10.
これ以上は進ませません。どこにまとめて
Oh, hello. There's Mifune.
星々と共に歌いましょう。
嘲笑は声に入られてなる。
マグマは振り返ることなく星々と共に歌いましょう。
Get him, Logos. Get him if you can. Oh, wait. Ah, Virtuosa died. But the right side did clear before she died, so we're good. Ah, Logos. No! Curses. That's fine. God, those bouncers. Alright, go left. Go Lappy. Even the dogs chasing after the ball too. That's actually kind of funny to imagine. Because you see like the drones and the wolves, Lappy's wolf chasing after the marble. That was kind of funny to think of.
果てない思いっきりお互いを感じましょう。
わかった。動き回るな。そうすればお互い手間が省けるだろう。
ショーのどうしようかな。
Go Lappy.
君の正体すぐに分かっちゃったんだけど。
Do you have a phase 2? You do have a phase 2. What is this? After deployment, deals physical damage to all units within range, destroys certain baits? Oh hell no. Why would I want to destroy certain baits? Like, would there be a situation where I would actually want to destroy certain baits? I wonder. Oh, wait, they're both here. Oh, and the marble is just gonna bounce off her continuously now. I see. Okay. Was that it? By the riverside of Kajimachi, beneath the fireworks, Mifune spills the beans about the twisted hatred he has accumulated for Tessai and the others, but also shows a hint of tiredness and longing before the final showdown. Listening to the current state of Misakue, a place no longer recognizable as the hometown she once knew, Hoshiguma burns with the flames of rage, not just for Tessai, and not only at Mifune. Ties. Oh, that was? There is only 8. a stage this small, I honestly had the thought that there was gonna be up to 10. This is a small stage for a boss stage, but also it wasn't too bad. The guy has 2 phases, and then you have the girl that just walks. They didn't seem to do too much. I mean, they gave you random things that kind of clogged up your deployment bar, but I didn't see it being too much an issue. At least as long as you get rid of them, right? Hoshiguma returns to Lungmen while Momoko continues her career in Mizukue. The Kami Moriuchi has been after this whole time, finally shows up before the one who triggered the whole event in the first place, yet is the most removed from the incident. Fascinating. Well, alrighty, that is all of the available stages, plus some story. That only took 2 hours, and some stuff. Go ahead, collect all that. Hello, Misukiri. Or Masukiri. Yeah, Masukiri. New Vanguard. Okay. And then, yeah, once they unlock, we have the EX stages and the other stages. And then playing 85 stages will be easy enough with enough grinding. That's easy peasy. Matsukiri's tokens. I am going to start with the big items first. Well, actually, yeah, big items and the furniture. And make sure I clear out the furniture set. Now that's the furniture, and then I want to clear out the important materials. Cause they expensive. And I'll buy the rest of whatever's going on here as I grind. Now let's see what this is. Life not easy in Mizukure. Everyone has their own struggles and needs. That's where us information brokers come in handy. So let's get to business and greet today's customers. You passed by the door, bumped into my beating heart. Oh, customer already. Good information broker would scrutinize a customer and make sure their info's solid. You can check their personality and preference. We can categorize them based on their attire, but be careful. Same looking customers don't always share personality, so make sure to change your strategy accordingly. Here's the customer's deposit, the basic treasure pouch. Okay, this is where, yeah, we need like 175,000. Our goal is to earn higher than their base payment. Get started. You'll see the customer's current trust, and that's how much they trust our info. When their trust is high enough, the deal will end with huge profit. The customer's current interest level, that's how interested they are in our info. The more interest they have, the more we'll earn from the deal. Let's answer our guest here. Choose a style to respond with. This gives the more increase to trust and a little increase to interest. Sweet talking reduces trust but increases the interest. I see. Anxiety. The customer's trust and interest changed quite a bit after the last round of chatting. She has to yap up some more. Choose your words carefully. Customer's mood changed. Also see they're anxious now. If you don't get to the point next round, they'll leave. Now, we'll have to choose carefully. At times like these, why not try my secret technique, vibe check. You'll see their interest level is high enough, but their trust has some ways to go. It's a little risky, but for bigger profits, let's try again. Shoot, the customer's patience ran out, and they're in no mood to chat anymore. You can only choose to settle the deal now. Small win. Now that the customer's patience has run out, their trust has too. And this deal will end in a small win. Luckily, they still had some interest in our info, so we can earn a little tip. I see. So we need to hit the thresholds to score. Relax, it's just a small win for us, but once business really gets going, we'll get customers with much more patience. We'll try our best then. Also, let me share another special technique of mine. When customers are lost, you can consider proactively ending the deal early. This way, we'll have a chance to obtain extra rewards based on their interest level. I see. Here you can see every customer that came in today and how every deal ended in detail. Only one customer graced our doors today, but there will be more and many different kinds in the future. Remember to pay attention to their unique quirks. You see all types of people in Mizukure, but they're all special. They have different standards of patience, trust, and interest. Since you've become a fellow information broker, I trust you can hit the right spots and get conversation flowing. That won't be hard for you, right? At least I hope so. Alright, that's all for our soft opening. I'm really looking forward to seeing who walks through these shabby doors. I see. Small winner sheets profit. I think that counts total income? But let's see, just, wait. Yeah, total income, I guess. So if I 175,000, kind of towards the end. If you want 200,000 to reach for everything. It seems we can only do this a couple times a day, too. Like, there's a cost. Increased, starting customer interest today. Okay. So further calm. They want really high trust. So we can start with some logic. Rambling or sweet talk? I think sweet talk will get the trust, or sorry, the interest up just enough. The trust definitely not quite there. See if I can hit the interest. I'll do a little free talk. He's still calm. We want more trust for sure. Logic? More trust. Choose your words carefully. Oh, you're only allowed to vibe check a certain amount of times. I didn't quite realize. I don't think I'd be able to hit the profit bar. And I definitely wouldn't be able to hit the trust bar because the minimum line was like closer to the tips of the fingers. I'll try it. Okay. He's still lost. So I can definitely keep going for a little bit. I can definitely keep going a little bit. Next round. Okay, wait, this might hit the trust. I think that hit the trust bar. Do free talk. Yeah, I'll just do free talk, raise both of them now at this point. I think I'm hitting the threshold. Ooh, charm. Yeah, charm. Customers irritated. Oh, oops. Okay, so irritating Okay, so you absolutely want to end, but you also don't know how many turns of lost they have. But I ended up losing their trust. Damn. Okay, so I should basically stop once I hit like the bottom line. Damn. Okay, so I really have to guess now. Though judging by the other customer, I'm gonna assume most of the trust and interest want to at least hit above 50% of their bar. I'll start with Sweet Talk. And then we'll balance it out with some rambling. A little more Sweet Talk. We've got Charm. I need more trust. So 1 turn of trust, 2 turns of trust, 3 turns of trust, 4. Okay. Current round 9. Let's stop here. 86%. I did hit the bottom line. Oh, and I was like right under the income. That's crazy. Damn. Okay. And then this guy, Shy. Is it like 10 turns? It might be like 10 turns of talk, I guess. And try like balancing both stats in under 10 turns. At least that's what I'm getting at here. Yeah, it's round 5. Need more trust. It's not giving me very high points. Oh, damn it. That ended before round 10. I did hit income bonus. Oh, I didn't have to hit that high with him. Okay. Well, damn. 2 people were fine, 1 people got just a thumbs up. Yeah, and then clear event stages to obtain more idle gossip. Oh, that's another thing I would have to grind for. I see. So you have this for the side event, and then you have this for the general store rewards. Interesting. So I could technically play the gossip game for a while. Granted, I have all the grinding. I see. Okay. And I'm not sure how much of you would appreciate just sitting here watching my auto deploys over and over. So let's go ahead and wrap up today with the Gamba. It's still a really clean banner intro. Hoshikuma looks so cool. The goal here, we definitely want to get them both early as possible. Oh shit. Okay. A 6-star off the bat, huh? Okay, hello, who is it? Pozemka, off banner already. Okay, well it was the free pull of the day, so I'm not mad. Alrighty then. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and use a couple singles here to even out the single tickets. Oh man, that's so cool. Wait, what was that? Normal attacks deal arch damage while the skill is active. Golka, when HP drops to 0, enters Atmagraha cannot be healed by allies. Damage received will accumulate, and one accumulated damage reaches 200 of max HP. Hoshiguma the Breacher will be defeated. After 5 seconds without receiving damage, recovers 5% HP every second. Once HP is greater than 0, leaves Atmagraha. So she almost gives herself. It's almost a self-revival. She basically just has to like hold on. She gains up to plus 50 res and 35% attack tenacity. Reaches maximum bonus when losing 70 HP. Target the attack. Defensive recovery, one that's unlimited duration. Defensive recovery on auto. Hoshiguma the Breacher launches her shield, hitting all blocked enemies 3 times per attack. This is the Beyblade one, I guess. Like she tosses her shield and it rotates around her. Flies 1 loop around the unit. While Hoshiguma the Breacher recovers HP damage dealt with shield. Attack range expands, hitting up to 3 enemies per attack for 11 seconds upon manually deactivating. Hoshiguma retains skill bonuses, becomes undefeatable. Attacks hitting 4 times, fatal damage taken by allied operators within its user's attack range is redirected to her. Automatically retreats after the 11-second period. Interesting. I see. She's strictly for 11 seconds upon manually deactivating the skill. She basically makes the entire team have death resistance. Or at least she redirects everyone's death onto her. That's interesting. And it's completely normal skill otherwise. It's only when it's manually deactivated. Very interesting. Yeah, I did see Haruka here. I believe skill 2 was one of the good ones. Yeah, skill 2 sounds fun because it's healing and damage. It's like she's supporting. Sanctuary effect. Enemies that attack allies bubbled or levitated. This one also seems interesting. I think skill 2 and 3 for her. For Hoshiguma, I'm not too sure. 2 and 3 also sound fun for her, but I feel like a skill 1 could also get its uses. She really has like one of every skill. Defensive recovery, offensive recovery, auto recovery. Interesting. Okay, now here's the free 10 pull ticket from the login. Oh shit. At the end? Okay.
あれれここ
行動予備隊 A6 の
Two,
はじ
three,
めましてロー
four,
私に
five,
ドクター私は B プロストリー
six.
傭兵
Oh, hello, Kichi-say. We got the 5-star. Awesome. Now we need to hunt for the 6.
宝石鑑定や曰く付きの
はじめましてあ
Seven.
なたがドクター
私は
Eight.
やりつかい重装
Oh,
オペレーター
shit. I clicked too fast, damn it.
今一度着
But
任
hello,
い
we
たし
got the limited operator. We're done. Never. We don't need to hunt for Haruka, but hello, we're done.
就任される予定だが
Yay! I can save my money.
重装オペレーターの星熊だ
Good lord.
気楽だ
Let's go. Damn, it's just like that. It's just that easy. It's just that easy. We got the limited unit first digs. Duped by the first free pull, and then we got the limited straight after. Awesome. Now I gotta hunt for Haruka, and then I can rest in peace. Now let's pray that Haruka doesn't take 10 billion pulls to find. 4-star bag, expected. That's a dud. 5-star bag. Okay. That was Figurino. Here we go. Haruka? You're in the middle. Okay. It's another Kichi-say.
ここに参上
フロストリーフ傭兵をイーグルって言いますまあ
Try not to tap too fast on this one. I would like to have some suspense.
ドクターと騎士見習いのアンセルです外科の
あんたがロドスのドクターだな噂は金が
アーススピリット地質学者兼術師を
Come on, come on, come on. Haruka!
ちょっ
Yes!
と待ってね
Okay, we're fun. One and done. Let's go. Let's go. Under 100 pulls? I will take that.
以前は
Hell yeah. Who needs to spend money? Not me, apparently. Which means I get to save for even more for the next banner that's going to release, which is a collaboration banner, I might say. It is the Bandori Arknights collab, which has even more limited units. That will be very important to pull for. Okay, so that was 43 pulls of the 300 pity. 43 pulls. It only took me 43 pulls to get one of everyone on banner. Let's fucking go. It has been a really long time since I got that lucky though. That's crazy. Yay! Pozemka gets the potential, Figurino gets the potential, and then we have my babies. Yay! I'm so glad this came really easy. I am so glad that was easy. Let's go ahead and see if I can promote them up. Or at least, see what they need to be promoted for E2. Okay, I do have the materials for it. She strictly needs the new, the chapter 15 material. And I only need one more of these pyramids. Okay. I'm gonna make 5 of these, because I think she needs them, and I just use them for the pyramid. Yeah, okay. So just pop her to 80. I have 10 billion things of XP.
まだあなたに学ばねばな。
And here we go. Insta E2. Let's go.
またメダルなのか？そう形にこだわらなくとも。もし本当に私に感謝しているのであれば、この打ち直した般若の内側に
Now I gotta work on her
何か書
masteries
い
in
て
the
もらえれ
meantime.
ばそれでいい。
Or actually,
この盾が
I
ある
did get
あ
the
なたの筆跡は
mastery
永遠に残ると誓おう。
tickets. I could use them on her. I could do like one on her and one on Haruka, just so they both have a skill that I can use, and then I can work on the other in the meantime. I think I'll do that. But which skill do I want to work with first? I think skill 2 might be fun to try first, and then I can work on skill 3. Okay, so this Hoshiguma does not have a module, at least not yet. They might release a module for Arch Protectors. No guarantees though.
打者への指導に関して
But
は
because she doesn't have a mod, I'm only going to level you to 45. But nah, I think I'll level you to 60.
打
The
者への指導
module
に関
level
しては
minimum.
まだあなたに学ばねばな。打者への
We'll
指
do
導
that.
に関してはまだあなたに学ばねばな。
Hoshiguma's covered. Now let's get Haruka up. I definitely want to do her skill 2. Her skill 2 seems like the best like AFK one.
ちょっと即答で断らないで。ロドスの昇進スピードって思ってたよりだいぶ速い。
Ah, she needs rocks. Well, good thing the stage has a grindable rock stage. Good thing, cause I have none. I really have like no rocks. I'm also running out of devices. Whew. The material deficiency, it's real. Good lord, the material deficiency. I can only make 2. I need 2 more of that, 2 more of that. I technically need like 10 of these. How many can I make? 28? I will bump it to 20. That is gonna put my rock quantity at a very low. Yeah, it's gonna put it at very low though. But I know I need more of these. I definitely don't want to do all of it. I gotta see if, I think I can get more rocks from the store, the certificates. So it should be fine there. Read that, and I need 5 more of this. Yeah, none of them available here, which is fine. I will take these rocks. Those will be useful. And you know, I didn't even do that much pulling, so I didn't even get a lot of certificates. Can't buy too much at the shop. But that's okay. I didn't even pull that much here either. So like, because I didn't pull that much, I'm not gonna get a lot of this once the banner ends. A little sad, but oh well. It is what it is. I got lucky. And I am happy. Let's figure out the rock situation. Ah, okay. So I'm able to craft like just enough. Yeah, like just enough. I am out of rocks. I need to go back to 1-7. The rock farm never ends. Any chance I can get, I'm farming 1-7. And I got a farm 1-7. Good lord. But okay, promote Haruka. Let's go. Whew. You do have a module, so I gotta bump you to 60 as well. Perfect. For your module, 714 with 3-star rating, deploy your own Haruka, allow no operators to be defeated. During this battle, have your use the Fins of Summer a total of 10 times. The Fins of Summer is her skill 3. Let's see how far I can. 6. Of course you want more rocks! Of course you want more rocks! God damn it. Okay, Hoshiguma. How far can I get you? Thank God, you can go to 7. Okay, I can get Hoshiguma's skill up if I wanted. And then we have Kichise. I only got 1 potential over, but that's fine. Level her up, promote. Gotta get you up to at least maxi 1. And then your skills. You have a bit of a gamble skill. Attack interval increases. Attack 60% when attacking. Cycle through the following effects to be dealt. None of them are bad. You have a slow, bind, and stun. Yeah, none of these are bad. The only thing is that she has the increased attack interval. So yeah, her second skill, definitely the one that I would use more. You know, I think yeah, my only gripe with her is that she's a spread shooter, so she's kind of particular. Spread shooters are kind of hard to use, at least in my opinion. But speaking of spread shooters, they did add a new mod for Chen Alter, and that totally fixes her niche. So I grabbed that like instantly. I grabbed that like the first I saw it off stream. Okay. Nice, Susuro.
行動予備隊 A6 の隊プリムと申します。以前は
I'm gonna put some new recruitments down. I don't need to level up Masukiri. You're the last person I can level. Oh shit. Oh, you need a lot of salt. And I'm low on sugar. Yeah, you need a lot of salt. Probably not ET2ing you anytime soon, at least for now. Generate 10 DP. DP cost of the remote operator deployment waiting zone -4. Gradually generate 15. Attack plus 25%. Recovered HP by 5% of max HP per second. DP cost of all defender and supporter operators in deployment waiting zone -1. The max HP plus 10%. HP increase stacks up to 2 times, lasting until the next retreat. The DP cost of all defender and supporter operators in the deployment waiting zone. Now, fascinatingly enough, it would be a great tech piece for the Sui siblings. because out of the 6 that we have currently released for the like playable Sui siblings, 3 of them are defenders, and we have 1 supporter. So 4 of 6 fall under this guy's skill, which is really all you need to trigger Shu's passive as well. So, Defender Knights. Defender Knights all the way. Heck yeah. I did have about 3 million LMD and all of that ATO-ing that chopped me a little over in half. E2s are expensive. Yeah, I can really only do mass E2s when I have like a boatload of money anyways. Cause on top of the EXP level and the promotion, it gets very pricey very fast. So I will be, like, at my current money level, I could probably E2 one more operator of my choosing if I wanted to. But then after that, I would definitely want to, like, try to build up my LMD again. I definitely don't want to hit, like, the moment I hit below 500,000 is where things start to get a little tricky. 500,000 LMD and lower is you can barely afford anything. You can afford another E2 with 500,000, but you wouldn't be able to level them fully. But okay, I still have a bunch of pulls left. So that's fun. Let's go through here. Hoshiguma is first. I would like to do your skill 2 first. And then, well, I need rocks. Cause god damn it, Haruka. I need 5 rocks. And they're guaranteed. This is guaranteed. Okay. I have the sanity potions to do some grinding. So let's do 1 round of this. Give me my rocks. And then I can... I'm gonna put the mastery on her skill 3. So that it can go towards her module. And then I'll work with her skill 2 instead. So her skill 2 definitely feels more fun as an AFK. I'll have to see how her skill 3 works. You know, I think it would have been cool if Arknights had actually made a pinball web game. Cause there is a web event right now for this event, but it's the slot machines, which is like based around Kichise. But I think an Arknights pinball would have been really fun too, since this is more pinball related. Oh my god.
しばしと共に歌い
Well,
ま
that was
しょう
something. Okay.
Mission accomplished.
あなたにこれほどの頭脳と
Yay,
才
6
能がある
rocks.
とは思ってなかった
I'm gonna be farming rocks for the foreseeable future, that's for sure.
仕込み作業を手伝わせるのがちょっと申し訳なくなったわね。
I got 6 rocks. Now to use those 6 rocks.
10年でも毎年このような宴席を設けて将兵たちをねぎらうんだ。
Yay.
どれほど飲めや歌えやの大
And
騒
then
ぎで
this goes to
も飽きる日にはま
Haruka
た
Gilbert.
朝早くから勤務に就くのだ。有名は
The
こう
Fins
して
of Summer.
荒野を何百年にもわたって駆け
Go
回り
here, go
天国
Haruka.
の安寧を守っていた。さてドクター、キコーラが今守っているのは何者だろうか。
I need 2 more of these. It's not too hard to craft. I have the material. Okay. And use Fins of Summer 10 times. Clear main theme 714. Make sure nobody dies. It doesn't say that she's the only like supporter or healer that can be deployed, so I can definitely make sure people don't die. 714. Make sure she uses it 10 times. Which stage is this?
アイドルだって何年も練習してやっとステージに立つものなんだよ。
It's pretty simple module missions.
先輩、
I think.
早く早く。あっちの鶴にも食べ頃のベリーが実ってます。私、目を大きく開けたままでいると
加減はしますよ。
出撃服に合い切れ。
Activate it once.
これ刀じゃない。マリア、うりゃー。
毒と罠。
I'll have not until you cover the top corner.
ほら、太陽が飲まれた。
Aw, man. I didn't pay attention to the leak. Damn it.
みんな逃げるよ。
I gotta try again. I was too not paying attention. God damn it. Okay. Pay attention. I just need to pay attention.
殺すつもりなら殺される覚悟で来い。
7, 8, 9, 10.
これ以上は進ませません。
イベントにたくさん出てきたけど、これカオス見たことないよ。
Okay. Now it should be good. Let's see how many times I can activate it in this stage. I just need to make sure no one dies. That's all.
絶望の匂いにカムフラージュできないわ。
Just need to make sure no one dies.
勉強して本当にご無沙汰な言葉よ。
Okay, yeah, she was a good choice. She'll be the last person targeted with Haruka on the task.
雲の間に虹がかかりましたね。あまりの足元を見てみなさい。
Yeah, look at all the bubbles.
これ刀じゃない。マリア、こりゃ
I'm trying to remember who was the operator that had the levitate niche.
時間をかけるつもりはない。
Because I remember, I think there was an operator that benefited from the most from enemies being levitated.
命令、お前の攻撃は想定の通りだ。
Don't remember who. I know Huliak does levitation. Irene does levitation. There was someone else.
誰かが気づく前にあなたの死体は影に沈む
出撃どうせ死ぬなら道連れにしてやる
Oh, god damn it. I had another leak. Okay. I'm trying to... I feel like this should be enough. I think I'm being too lax. I'm being too lax here. I gotta put more force into it.
ほらパレードがやってくるよあいつらに私の足音は聞こえないせいぜい刀が風を立つ音くらいだね
誰を餌にするか決まった？
時間をかけるつもりはない。
いいなイベントにたくさん出てきたけどこんなカオス見たことないよ幻覚と威嚇これも戦術よ私と奪い合いをする気小石がお家に戻ってきたよ
Okay.
我が弦を発する
わかった。目を殺せ。これこそがイベリアのデストレッツ。
Yeah, this is more than enough units.
眠れ甘い夢の国にいらっしゃい
But it seems like, relatively speaking, I can only activate Haruka's skill in about 3 rotations. I think if I'm like really lucky, I could hit 4. Depends on the timing and how fast the enemies die, of course. So, I think for this round, only 2 activations. That's fine.
我がこぼした呪文はいずれも意味があり言葉の一字一句に無駄などない素晴らしきコンビネーションよなドクター
We'll go ahead and put this on the 6. Okay, and then 1 round of this auto deploy should clear
これ以上は進ませません
the other module mission.
誰を餌に
That
す
should
るか
let
決ま
me
った
unlock it.
全員の行動力を奪う。それでいいだろう。
アイドルのイメージ今そんなのどうでもいい
Need to figure out who else's module I
こ
want
れ
to
は
pick up.
戦術ね私と奪い合いをする気小石がお家に戻ってきたよ
我が弦を発する
お前の攻撃は想定の通りだ。
春風が雨とさす時節ね甘酸っぱい虹には銀色の日差しをたっぷりまぶしてイベントにたくさん出てきたけどこんなカオス見たことないよ
Okay, that cleared the mission?
ドクターとみんな
Yes,
が頑
we're
張った
done.
おかげなのは分かってるけどでもそのドクター
いう面でも
That clears that. I can get your module unlocked. And then I gotta work on your trust, but the rest of the materials for this don't look too terrible. Okay. So yeah, main objective now is going to be working on your trust. I'll probably, actually yeah, let's do that. Real quick. I am going to redo the rock stage here. We're gonna put in all the new people since they have the trust bonus for the event. Put all the new people here, and then everybody here can get trust farmed. Haruka's the most important one. Hoshiguma is already trusted, just because she shares with the other Hoshiguma. Okay, but yeah, let me redo this stage so that I can have a different auto deploy. Yeah, I'm gonna start this similar. 16, drop. Don't die, Thorns. Oh, shit. Okay, you already did. She died fast. Ouch. I'll keep Virtuoso alive over here. Almost forgot to turn on the pinball. Well, now that Hoshiguma has more like offensive, defensive recovery skills, Base Chen works with her even more. The Base Chen has that passive SP charge for the offensive defensives. But okay, that changes my auto deploy for that. It's basic. It's a little scuffed, but it gives me what I want. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that is all that I can do today. The event really only just came out today. The rest of the EX stages and everything else I'll have I can only do when they release. Chongyue is still talking. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for working. And happy 6th anniversary Arknights. See you next time. Yane.